Hi, welcome to Find Your Flow Yoga. I'm Sarah, and today in our D&D yoga series, we are focusing on the Cleric. So the Cleric is someone who gets their powers. They are divine powers that they get from the gods, and so they are they're very powerful in what they can do for others, and like in combat as well. They do a lot of healing, and so today in our practice, we're going to change it up a bit and we're going to do some restorative yoga, which is very different from what I normally do. We'll be only doing, after our warm-up, we will be doing 4 poses, and we're going to just hold it for a longer amount of time. And it's meant to give time for your body to reset and rebuild and heal. So we're going to focus on healing ourselves today. You can't heal others until you can heal yourself, or you're on the road to that and the journey of it. So we're going to use props, bolsters. This is my meditation pillow, but it's nice and sturdy, so I like to use that when I need support in my poses. So we're going to use either bolster or a sturdy pillow. You'll want to grab a couple of those. And we're just going to incorporate that into our practice and just get our bodies feeling nice and relaxed. And so throughout the video, my mic pack started to die a bit, so there's a little bit of a buzzing sound that starts to occur. Hopefully it's not too distracting, but I'm hoping adding music to it will make it a little bit easier to balance out that sound as we sit and breathe and relax. But I hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe, like this video, comment what else you'd like to do, what you're interested in, and share this with others. Well, let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start in a comfortable seated position, and we're just going to warm up our body a little bit first. We're going to begin with some neck rolls. So we're going to exhale our chin to our chest, and inhale our right ear to our right shoulder. Taking our time here. Getting used to holding these poses a little bit longer. Normally I like to go through poses really fast, so this will be a fun challenge of taking my time sitting in the pauses, because we need a good balance of both. Just breathing into tight spots. On your next exhale, you can bring your nose towards your shoulder, so it's a different kind of twist. And breathing here. And exhale to center. Inhaling to the left. Taking our time. I don't know why we're hardly moving, but I'm picking up a sweat. Could be because I just had tea. Or the sun shining through the window. Just taking this time to relax, enjoy the moment that you're in. Exhaling that nose to the shoulder. Whether you're just waking up or ending your day or taking a break in the middle of the day, taking this time for yourself, cultivating that power within you, bringing healing like a cleric does. On your next exhale, bringing it to center and gently inhaling back up. Let's inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhaling down. And we're going to spider crawl our right hand out to the side, inhaling that left arm up. We're going to exhale, reaching over in a nice side stretch. Going as far as feels good. This whole practice is about feeling comfortable and just feeling good opening stretches. This isn't pushing things harder. So if your elbow is off the ground and your arm is just a support, totally cool. If you're able to go further and place your elbow down, that's totally cool too. It's whatever feels good. Something that you can hold for a long amount of time and not bring about stress or tension in your body. Making sure our shoulders are away from our ears. It feels hard to sit in long poses, but once you do it for a while, it starts to feel really, really nice. Or maybe this is the flow you love, and you find out that this is the kind of thing you want to do all the time, which is awesome. We're going to exhale, lower that left hand, and we're just going to swing our body slowly and gently over to the left, placing our left hand out, bringing that right arm above us to stretch out the right side. Continuing to breathe. Using this time, you can check alignment, but mostly just focusing on staying in the pose, focusing on your breath, clarity in your mind. Even though our body may be still, on the outside, our breath is still moving everything inside of us. Feeling that life force. Or maybe you start to notice your body opening up a little bit more. That's always nice, finding that release. When your muscles give in to gravity, they stop fighting. And we're going to exhale, swinging our body back to center, swinging it down, and then back up to a seat. We're just going to do some seated cat and cows, so placing our hands on our knees, feeling upright. And we're going to take our time with this as well, going a little bit slower. This time will be a steady flow, but we're going to take our time. So we're going to inhale to a cow, pushing our heart forward, looking up. And exhale to cat. Pushing that belly button through to the spine, keeping the shoulders and hips aligned. Inhale, pushing our heart through our chest. And exhale, pushing back through our shoulders. Following your breath, going slower than you normally do. Kind of like you're moving through honey. Just warming up the spine in a gentle fashion. And after your final cat, coming back to center. And now we're going to go into our first main pose, which is Pigeon Pose. So we're just going to work our way onto our hands and knees. Let's shift our right leg back, our left leg back, right leg forward. Finding out what feels good. We're going to bring in our friendly bolster or pillow. And you have many choices with this. You can also use 2 if you have a second pillow or a second bolster. You can, if your hips aren't that open, you can place a bolster underneath that forward leg, underneath your hip, and just stay here. Or you can use this bolster if you're feeling okay in this position. Placing this bolster in front of you. And as we lean forward, we're going to just relax on the bolster, giving it a nice hug. Or you can do both. Just relaxing into it. Just a nice opening stretch. And again, you don't want to feel any pressure or tension. This is meant to be a relaxing pose that we're holding. So using those pillows and bolsters in any way that makes you comfortable. You feel a stretch, but you're also relaxed. This is one of my favorite poses to hold for a longer amount of time. I find it just feels really, really good. Continuing to have awareness of your breath. Sometimes your limbs might fall asleep being in a position long enough. My leg's about to fall asleep. Maybe when you feel that, adjusting a little bit. We're just sitting in that and feeling the sensation and knowing that things will change soon. It's not going to be, that's not a constant in our life. The feeling will fade. And we're going to inhale, coming back up onto our hands. And it's always changing from these poses that we have to be gentle about. So we're going to tuck that back foot, lifting up our hips, and gently straightening out the other leg. Oh boy, let's go into a downward facing dog. Just to stretch out that leg. Also to say hello to our hamstrings for a second. And then let's bring that right or left foot forward. Right foot back. Relaxing into it. And then placing our bolsters the same way we had them on the other side. And then lowering down. If your head was twisted one way, you can twist it the other to even out the neck. Noticing when your muscles release. It's like a small feeling, but it releases tension. And it can bring about an emotional release because we hold a lot of emotion in our muscles when we tighten and tense up. Just giving in, even in our upper half on our torso, giving into the gravity. Just continuing to breathe. We're going to come back up, pressing up through our hands, moving our bolsters out of the way. We're going to press back into a downward facing dog just to stretch out our left leg. Only briefly. And we're going to lower onto our knees into our child's pose. We can also, I invite you to bring a bolster or pillow in this pose as comfort. Placing it underneath your chest just to lie down and relax on it. Place it under your head as well, depending on how big your bolster / pillow is. Just wrapping your arms around it and relaxing. Let's spread our knees a little bit wider too than might be normal. So knees are near the edge of our mat. Bring that bolster in a little bit more. If you have a bigger bolster or pillow, you can place between your legs and also hug onto it. You can have your arms out or hugged in around your pillow or bolster. Sinking in a little deeper. Just a moment of relaxation. And on your next inhale, you're going to use your hands, push yourself back up. And we're going to make our way onto our back. Gently, ever so slowly, taking your time. And we're going to place our arms out in a T, inhaling our knees to our chest. And we're going to bring them over to the left. Now here's time for the bolster. If you find that your knees aren't coming to the ground, you can place the bolster underneath that bottom leg, or you can place it between your knees as like a gentle little cushion. It's like a hug between your thighs. And just see how that feels. It's going to be different. But that's okay. It's giving in. Trying something new. Relaxing. Up to center. You can remove your bolster, or if it's small enough, just keeping it there if it's between your legs, and dropping it over to the right. Looking over to the left, if that's what you did on the other side. Legs back to center, removing bolsters, planting our feet on the ground. We're going to go into a reclined butterfly. So we're going to opening up our knees to the sides, bringing our bottoms of our feet together. This is an opportunity where you can place bolsters on either side of your legs. Grab a second pillow so I can even out both sides, because it does feel good to have that cushion on both sides of your legs in this pose. I invite you to place your right hand kind of on your stomach over your belly button and your left hand on your heart. Just focus on your breathing. Feeling the rise of your belly as you inhale.
This oxygen, this life force is running through us, slowing things down right now, helping your body take time to make the repairs and heal the way it needs to. This is like a reset for your body. Just giving it the time it needs to restore itself. Bolsters out from the sides of our legs. We're going to Savasana, but we're going to place our bolster underneath our knee joints, just behind, so there's a little bit of a lift in your legs. You may need 2 pillows on each leg to let your legs spread out a little bit farther. Still letting our feet spread open, turning out to the sides. Arms are out and extended. There's space in your armpits. Your back as it connects you to the mat. Observing our breath.
And starting to wake up, we'll wiggle our fingers and our toes, rotating our wrists and our ankles, bending your elbows and your knees, finding a nice big stretch, and then in your own time, gently moving over into a fetal position. Closing out our practice. Feeling restored. And when you're ready, we're going to start to move into a comfortable seated position. Feeling nice and open. And thank you so much for joining me today as a cleric, healing ourselves, learning how to take the time to give our bodies time to restore and heal itself when we spend so much time always on the go. It's good to take a break and pause. So let's inhale, arms up to the sky, bringing our hands together. Exhale through heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. And namaste.